Hey guys, Sugar Key, and I'm back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the first Smackdown of 2025 and also the first Smackdown of 3 hours. This episode of Smackdown was pretty good. It had a lot of high emotion level. It was an emotional episode of Smackdown, and Cody Rhodes kicked it off with a message to not only Kevin Owens but the WWE Universe to where he stood, and the fact that Cody Rhodes is not going to back down just because Kevin Owens has got him a little injured. Now Cody Rhodes is unable to compete due to injury, but February 1st, he is going to have a match between Kevin Owens and a ladder match for the championship, and he's ready for it. He's also ready to say, hey, whenever I see Kevin Owens, I'm going to fight him. If I see somebody like Kevin Owens, I am going to fight him. He is not playing with anybody. And for some reason, I don't know why, maybe because he just wants his face to be shown everywhere, Drew McIntyre decides to come out while Cody Rhodes is talking and confuses everybody, Cody Rhodes included. He decides to hug Cody Rhodes for some reason, for thanking him for some... I'm done trying to figure out Drew McIntyre because Drew McIntyre doesn't even know what he wants. Cody Rhodes wasn't even falling for whatever Drew McIntyre was trying to do. And he said, bro, what are you doing? You think I'm going to believe what you have to say? You just this nice guy who just wants to compliment me and wants to be friends? No. He gives Drew McIntyre a title opportunity. And then Drew McIntyre says, I'm not here for that. Bro. You were complaining to everybody and their mama about how you were getting cheated out of these opportunities, going to bringing up events from 2 years ago about how you got cheated out. And the first opportunity you get, you say you don't want it. Priorities. This is what happened when he was going to a feud with CM Punk. He was losing his priorities. He doesn't know what he wants. Because if it was me, I would have said, bet, we could set up this match ASAP. I take advantage of the fact that you injured and I get that belt. Like, that would have been me. Instead, he wants to give advice. Says, I don't want to take your title. I don't get it. I don't get it. I guess he's preoccupied with the bloodline. The bloodline means more to him than a title. Makes zero sense, but whatever. I'm going to take it how you want to take. I'm going to take it however Drew McIntyre wants to say it. Whatever. It don't make sense, but hypocrite. He's a hypocrite. And in this, he decides to give Cody Rhodes a little bit of parting wisdom to watch his back. Because it seems as though Kevin Owens was watching Cody Rhodes back for him and decides to attack him. This leads to a little bit of scuffle in the ring, and we are to a point where the GM don't even want Cody Rhodes to be at SmackDown due to his health, due to concerns about him. And if I'm being real, I feel the same way. I mean, Kevin Owens has taken out Randy Orton, put him on the shelf. He took the Winged Eagle belt from Cody Rhodes. At this very moment, Kevin Owens is not the same guy he was when he was getting beat by the bloodline weekly, monthly, annually. He's not that same guy. I think he's gotten tired of that. He got tired of that and decided to be somebody different. Now, can he be that somebody different when it comes to the bloodline? Probably not. But he's something different when it comes to Cody Rhodes. And hey, that's what we talk about right now, and that's all that matters. Next we had the first match of the night with Shinsuke Nakamura versus Andrade. I love seeing Shinsuke Nakamura as our United States champion, and what I also love is seeing Andrade in that ring. And they had a great match, and honestly, I thought Shinsuke was gonna lose because Andrade had him on the ropes. He put so many moves, and there were so many close calls to where I was like, oh, he's not playing with you. But there was a moment where Shinsuke had Andrade bounce his head off of the edge of the ring, and it was lights. It was curtains. I knew then Shinsuke puts a move on. I knew then and there we were not getting a new champion, and I hope we do not get a champion, because another new champion with LA Knight coming out and ambushing Shinsuke Nakamura after the match didn't really go in his favor, but he sent a message. Not only did he send a message, he allowed things to go in place to where he has a match next week against Shinsuke Nakamura. Hopefully Shinsuke is able to pull it out again, because I want to see a match between Carmelo Hayes and Shinsuke Nakamura. I mean, it's only right for Carmelo to be Shinsuke's opponent, because he was one of the competitors for the United States champion when it came to LA Knight. It's only right. The whole backstage thing with Apollo Crews and Pretty Deadly, I just want them to know that anybody could have told you that DIY attacked Street Profits. Anybody could have told you that. Anybody. Like, calling him Apollo Stews don't change nothing, honestly. And I like the fact that we are seeing them, and also Legado de Fantasma, and I feel as though that is what these 3 hours of Smackdown is going to give us. More opportunities to see the wonderful roster that Smackdown has, because they are stacked over there. Meechin versus Piper Niven. That was a good match, but I'm going to say this. The next time Chelsea and Meechin meet in the ring for that United States Championship, I don't want to see Piper near that ring. I don't want to see Piper have an influence on that match, because it feels as though that first time, it feels as though it was 2-1, and I don't like that. I don't like that, especially because Meechin has been working her hardest through the whole past year and really dog walking Chelsea sometimes. So I need Meechin to pull it through. I need her to pull it through. I just do. I need it. And this is why the moment that Paul Heyman had that promo hyping the match up for the Raw on Netflix shows you why Big Rome don't come to work. He showed y'all why. Because you got somebody like Paul Heyman, a legend, hyping up a match, and not only hyping it up, giving us everything we need going to Raw. He got a cheat code. He has a cheat code. This man is cheating. He's cheating. I can't stand him. You guys give him every reason that's gonna work, man. I just want to see him a little bit before Monday. I want to see him a little bit, just a tiny bit. He don't want to post TikToks for us, nothing like that. I want to see him. Like now I know how people feel when I don't come to work. You feel like you miss something because you got your best worker out. You got one of your best workers out. You know, I feel the type of way. But that's neither here nor there. I feel as though that moment that Paul Heyman had with Solo Sikoa wouldn't have been a moment if Roman was there. So I'm glad that they had that moment, because while Paul Heyman does his thing, hypes up his tribal chief, and not only hypes up his tribal chief, he gives us a rundown and hypes up Solo as well, because Solo was groomed to be the next tribal chief. But he took it. He disrespected the culture, disrespected his family by taking it on his own. And Solo, he wasn't just going to allow Paul Heyman to come on his show and just talk. So Solo came out and says, you know what? Come Monday, I want you to be there, hold the Ulafala, and whoever wins, you crown them tribal chief, and you have to acknowledge them. Solo said we're going to have a custody of Paul Heyman match. That's going to be the subtitle of that match is also custody of Paul Heyman match, because he said, if I win, you and Roman not only acknowledge me, but Paul Heyman, you are my wise man forever. Golly, you got him on lock now. Now Roman has every more reason to win. Although I think the Ulafala is the best reason for him to win either way. But Neither here nor there. They brought up the favor between Paul Heyman and CM Punk again. I want somebody to give me a little hint. Like, I need somebody to have a big mouth. Like, tell me what the favor is, please. Somebody that's in the back. Since y'all want to tell me everything that's going to happen for WrestleMania 41, y'all let me know what that favor is. Since y'all know everything, let me know what that favor is, because I need to know. And while y'all at it, tell me who attacked Jade, because apparently we're not going to ever find out. That tag team match between Motor City Machine Guns and DIY did it for me. Now, I'm very disappointed and very mixed feelings on the fact, had very mixed feelings about the fact that Street Profits are getting excluded out of this whole title arrangement, because it's kind of no competition. I will say that if the Street Profits are there, they should be crowned champion. The next time they have an opportunity, they need to be crowned champion, unless there's going to be a heel turn, which I doubt it. So, I'm going to let them have it. I'm going to let them cook, because they were cooking. They were cooking, and you cannot not respect Motor City Machine Guns. Know their TNA run or not, seeing them in WWE doing their thing and being presented as such, you can't not be a fan unless you're a hater. They did their thing in that ring. DIY and Motor City Machine Guns have chemistry, which, of course, due to their long history with one another, it's only right. This whole feud they have between each other, I don't know. I wasn't all the way on board because of the fact that, yeah, Street Profits got played as they did. But now I am on board. I'm here for it. But DIY already set things up in place. There was a moment where Shelly and Sabin, they had things together. They had them both in submissions. But then Pretty Deadly is over here fighting with Gaza, and they get in the ring and they mess everything up, and it comes to no contest. It's hard. This is hard, man. Because the match was so good. I was ready for them to be tag champs again. And that's crazy for them to have not even been there for, like, they ain't been there for that long. For them to be 2-time tag champs, like, that would have been fire. I ain't gonna lie. That would have been heat. That would have been some heat. I ain't gonna front, man. But they're putting a lot into this tag team division with showcasing these two. So I'm here for it. I'm never going to not be here for a tag match, because I love the tag division. I just do. For some reason, Mello wants to fight with everybody. He goes up to Sami Zayn and said, you know what, I would have had you and Braun. Now, this would have been good. I would have loved this type of energy. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved this if the Usos weren't there. I don't know, like, although I'll give it to Carmelo Hayes. He's a smart one. He's not going to beef with Sami Zayn while the Usos are there. He don't want none of that. The bloodline problems right now. Like, he's going to get himself into an issue with the bloodline, but at least right now, he got a lot more sense not to. Because, please, Mello. We can't do this every time. Every week he trying to beef with everybody. Like, every week. Thank goodness Roman was not there. Because although I want to see that match and I need to see that match as soon as possible, I just know it's not time. It's not time yet. Trying to beef with everybody. But while they were backstage, the Usos had a moment with KO, and for some reason, Jey Uso wanted to say out his mouth, why everybody got beef with us? After Kevin Owens says to watch your back, for some reason Jey Uso says, why does everybody got beef with us? Mind you, for 4 years, you was beefing with everybody. Man. You know, I ain't gonna say 4 years, maybe 3 years for Jay. But Jimmy, 4 years, y'all was beefing with everybody. I don't know why y'all acting as if y'all cool with everybody. Y'all got a lot of making up to do. Y'all gotta shake a lot of hands, send a lot of apology letters and flowers to people. Kevin Owens being the biggest, he's the biggest example of how the bloodline screws you over. So for some reason, I don't know why Jey Uso has a little bit of amnesia. Your good deeds in the last past year does not make up for the past 3 years. Kevin Owens has been going through hell with y'all. It just does not. Now, match of the night, moment actually of the night for a lot of people. Naomi versus Nia Jax. I loved the match. And I love the fact that the crowd gave Naomi so much love from the moment she came out to the end. They gave her so much love, and she needs that because there's so many people that just want to discredit her and want to act as if she's not one of the best. And there's a lot of reasons to why that is, because Naomi is one of those people where she's getting slighted by a lot of these people who wants to make lists, who wants to tell you who the top divas were, and even the company, to the point where she was never a Divas champion. So it's not surprising that some of the people want to do that, but I love it when she just has that love in person. You know, y'all can say whatever y'all want on the internet, but when she has that love in person, when she gets those pops in person, yeah, I ain't got nothing to say. Like, she needs some more merch, though. I'm gonna say that. She needs some more merch. Naomi and Nia had a great match. They have so much good chemistry. Naomi had a great... Naomi with that Samoan drop, man. The Samoan drop, the reversals, everything was on point. And there were so many moments where Nia or Naomi was going to take it. And I was on the edge of my seat. That was a match that deserves to be the main event. And although I love the bloodline, I love the storyline, everything about they have going on with that whole thing, it should have been the main event. It just should have. They could have had the same amount of time. The bloodline could have had the same amount of time with their match even if they weren't the main event. It's okay for them to have a main event. It's just, with that match, it was disappointing that wasn't the take home. We didn't go home after that match. Like, that match had me on the edge of my seat. And it showed that Nia had a great reign. She had a great reign, and Nia proved a lot of people wrong. The end of the match, it ended by Naomi being blindsided by Tiffany Stratton running through and saying she's going to cash in. But instead, she hits Naomi on the head while the referee is not looking. And Nia is able to capitalize and annihilate her. After that moment, they had a little haha. They in the ring, and Bianca comes to, go there for her friend, her temporary tag team partner, and Tiffany says, hey, go ahead and go to Bianca. And she hits Candice, and then she hits Nia. And then after that, she leaves the ring, and then Bianca KODs her. Now, stars were aligning for Tiffany Stratton. I'll give her these props. She waited for the perfect moment to cash in, and that's what she did, and she became our new women's champion. Tiffany Stratton been holding that briefcase for a little bit, and I really am glad she was able to cash in. Although I wanted it to be a failed cash in, because why not? Like, it's only going to be, like, I feel as though, it's crazy that I feel this way, and it's crazy that I think this way, but I really think that next year Naomi's going to get the Money in Bank, and they want to do the failed cash in. Like, I just think that there's so many cash-ins. The women's cash-ins are like a 100% success rate. It's gonna be that one time. It's my favorite wrestler. It'd be the first time. So I'm just like, I just kind of wanted them to get it over with. But I'm glad Tiffany Stratton was able to have that moment. I hope that this is the week for this is going to be a moment for the call-ups, and Lyra also gets her moment, because it honestly does show a lot it shows a lot that the NXT division is the NXT is doing their thing. It really does. It's an example of that. And I just hope that Naomi gets her chance and dethrones Tiffany Stratton. And it just helps. I mean, it's the best case, because now Naomi doesn't have to get cashed in on. And whatever. Disappointed, not in Naomi, but I'm happy for her that she was able to have that match. Now, the main event of the Bloodline versus the Bloodline, and they had a great moment. Like, they reminded me of the Shield. Whenever somebody comes out through the crowd, they remind me of the Shield, and it just means so much to me. But they were able to have a moment with Jey Uso and do the entrance with him, which I know that meant the world to Jimmy. They started their career together, so full circle type of moment. They also probably saw Roman go through the crowd, and it was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful moment, beautiful moment. I just, no, Jimmy had his braids out and everything. Everybody was eating. That entrance went on like 5 minutes. I was surprised it went on as long as it did. It really did drag. I ain't even gonna front to y'all. They had enough time for that match to be the main event. I'm just saying, they had enough time. Now, during that match, we got a lot of Uso magic. Man. The day they become a tag team again and take them tag team gold is the day I'm going to eat. Now, throughout the match, man, Jacob Fatu was being Jacob Fatu, man. Every moment I see that man moonsault, I feel as though that he is not human. How do you do that? I don't know how he does that with such flair. He just has so much flair and elegance to him. I don't get it, man. They show why they're considered dangerous every time they're in that ring. And the OG Bloodline did have them on the ropes for a little bit, but everyone's going to fall to that mighty thumb. And that is what happened. 1, 2, 3, Solo Sikoa wins. It starts off a great year that maybe end up for Netflix. He might see that during Netflix. Now, I'm going to say this. Drew McIntyre may have played a tiny bit of role in why the OG Bloodline didn't win, but you know what? I need Solo to be I need him to have a little bit of big head, because of course this match is going to give him a big head. Winning this match gave him a big head of 100%, and going into a match between Roman Reigns, arguably the greatest of all time, with a big head, doesn't serve you well. So I'm very excited for Netflix. I know you guys are 100%. I'm glad I have the day off, because I'm going to be seated, ready that whole freaking day. But thank you for watching my video. Let me know how you guys felt about Smackdown. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye!